What is up, YouTube world? Whoa boy. Thanks for tuning in with me. This is my fourth video ever here on the channel. So we're just getting started here, seeing what works. And I know what does work for everybody, and that's some black suit Spider-Man. So we're gonna jump on into that. I think whenever you think about, black suit Spider-Man, you can, well, if you do have Disney Plus, on season 1, actually, they have the three-part where it's like the appearance on there, and that's pretty cool. I'd recommend doing that. It's very, very interesting, very, very interesting. Kind of like this video. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Sorry I had to get that out of the way. Something, whatever. But I had to say it. You know what I'm saying. Forgive me, people. But anyway, Black Suit Spider-Man. Damn. Okay, but when you think about Black Suit Spider-Man, you undoubtedly, like, if you think, comics, you're undoubtedly going to start to think of these two comics right here. We got the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #8. This is the first partial appearance of the black suit, and it is also tied with the Marvel team up number 141. They tie these two in it, but this one actually did come out like a couple weeks before that one. But in the CLZ comic app, or the Key Collector, not in this in the comic apps, it counts these two as tied. But that one did actually come out a couple weeks before that. But it's also another one when you think of the black Spider-Man suit. You're definitely going to think of probably like this comic or probably this comic here. This is one of the greatest covers, one of my favorite. These are probably my two favorite comic books that I own, actually. One of the most famous covers of all time. And I'm not sure. Oh, wait. See. I will show you. My wife actually got me this, my wallet. She actually got me this wallet for my birthday. Let's just there we go. Sorry about that. That's nothing. But she got me that for my birthday, though, because she knows how much I love that comic right there, and it's really cool. And I've actually never taken it out of this top loader here. That's going to be a video for a different day. We're going to go through that one pretty intensively there. And this one here, I've only taken out of the it was bagged and boarded, and I only took it out of there once to switch it to this board. I got this, somebody sent me this board on eBay in a Moon Knight #1, the 1980. 1980! That's the year I was born! Ho, ho, ho! Comic dude, go comic dude. But anyway, speaking of that, so I just took it out, and it was better. It's pretty thick, it's kind of like a top loader, I guess, but it's pretty sweet. I just switched it into that, and I paged through it once. And it's where he gets the black suit on the very last page. It's just his first cameo appearance, and this is the first full appearance of the black suit. Amazing Spider-Man number 252. And if you got 252, here's what we're going to go over today. You seen my last video, I'm just getting started here. This is only my fourth video. So the last video I showed, if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend checking it out. I went to the LCS and I looked through the dollar bin, and I found 16 comics, and 10 of them were keys. It's kind of cool there. I go through all of them and got some pretty cool keys, actually. But at the end of that video, I showcased a couple books that we're going to go over now, and I said I was going to go over these next time. And I'm a man of my word, a man for the people. So that's what we're doing. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man number 253. 253. This is 252, 253. But at the end of my last video, after I went over my dollar bin key haul, I came to these, and I said, these are not keys. And actually, I want to correct myself. This one is actually not considered a key. The Spider-Man Noir #1 from 2025. It's not, but this one actually is a key. It's the first appearance of the Rose, which is Richard Fisk, which is Kingpin's son. So that's what that one is. And actually, I was just, see, look at this. They got the San Francisco Skyhawks. Oof. Even looks like the same color uniforms there. They didn't change that up too much. But just some great old school Spider-Man art here. Free Spider-Man comic book. Look at that. AF-15 homage right there. Looks like get a free AF-15 when you go. Send that into Oreo. I don't think that's how it worked, but I'll take mine. But look at this though, right here. I saw this page. This is cool here. Here's some black suit Spideys. What is that? He says, it's web swinging time. It's web swinging time. Yeah, buddy. But here we go. Look at this. We got an ad here for some more free Marvels with Cookie Crisps. Look at that. There's a 252 right there. The rumors are true. The rumors are true. You know, if they're just giving that one away in a cereal box, I guess, you know, we're kind of late to the party, guys. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, this is 253, first appearance of Richard Fisk, which is Kingpin's son. It's a pretty nice book here. It's a minor key, it's considered. And it's there he is right there. I actually have some more of the Rose story in some old Web of Spider-Man books. We'll be going over the Web Spider-Man. That's the run that I am trying to complete. I think I'm about halfway there right now. I got some nice ones, including Tombstone's first appearance is in there. And unfortunately, this one, the back two pages are not in the best of shape there. Or almost the back two. But that's why you really got to be careful. But I kind of knew that already, and that's okay. This one isn't that much valuable of a comic book anyway. It's just a cool cover, part of the story. You know, if you got 252, which is in its iconicness, you know, then you need 253 too. It's a cool cover with the rose. And then if you saw my my short about stopping at Circle K, they got comics there. They're like second prints. I'm not sure if this is a second print one though, but this is the one I did pick up. Batman Adventures #1. Just kind of a cool cover there. I don't know, something told me to grab that one, so that's one I went with. But anyway, on to the next one here. We got some Spider-Man Noir #1, the 2025. And I love Spider-Man Noir. That 1930s, like the Sin City movie style type. The old detective. That Marlowe is a new movie. It's not really a comic book one, I don't think. It might be. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there. With Liam Neeson, Marlowe. He's like an old detective around, you know, like that time. Like that time and stuff. Be like Spider-Man was. Be just I just love that like so much. And this is really cool cover too. And I actually picked this up. It was $4.99 cover price on it. Right there. I went to a flea market in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I actually paid like I think $5.50 for it. Yeah, it wasn't. It was at a vendor at a flea market, and I just paid like a couple cents more. But it's not the first appearance. 2009 is Spider-Man Noir. That's the #1 you're going to want to be looking at, and that one's about 250 to 300, maybe well 200 to 300. I'd say $200 to $300 book. This one's, you can still get this now pretty cheap. It's just pretty cool, you know, and I'm glad to have it in my collection here. So we're going to look through it. And this page right here really stuck out to me. See, I mean, that's freaking cool. We got Spider-Man with some guns there. And then Mary Jane and I called it quits. The less said about that, the better. So 1939. All right. Guess he does not want to talk about that. But we're just going to look through this. But what do you think, you know, with the new Spider-Man Noir TV show coming out next year, Nicolas Cage is penned on to play Spider-Man Noir there. And, you know, sometimes he hits it and sometimes he misses it. And I think he could really hit it with this one. And I'm really excited. You know, Specker's in the comic book world. You know, I'm not really that much myself. But I'm just, what are you guys thinking about the Spider-Man Noir? you know, you can hit me up in the comments there. Let me know, you know, if it might be good to go back and get that number one from 2009, or, you know, want to just lay off on that one. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? But I personally love Spider-Man Noir, and I do plan on picking that one up at some point. But for now, I'm just sticking with this one and probably some newer issues right now. And this is actually, oh, there's R.I.P. Jim Shooter. Right there, some more Black Suit Spider-Man. We got Super Secret Wars number 8. It's a beauty. But yes, we're going to wrap this up here pretty quick, I think, guys. Thanks for watching, you know, and oh, I think I already said what I was supposed to say. But it shows the next issue right there. That looks pretty cool, too. And then there's Ultimate Endgame. Yeah, you know, they're ending the Ultimates now. So it was only like a 24-part issue, or 24-issue run for, I think, most of them. And then they're just going to end it. I don't know. You know, that's some crazy stuff. And what about that Absolute Batman that just came out where he's beating up those KKK guys and the cops that were protecting him? And it's got that one splash page where he busts that one dude's arm up and stuff. That's pretty, yeah, that's a comic going crazy right now. Some old Batman, you know. But another Black Suit Spider-Man. We're just going to end it on this too. I'm just going to show you guys my Marvel Platinum Super Secret Wars number 8 card I got. This atomic covers. This here, it's not really like a valuable card or nothing. You know, you can go to eBay right now and pick it up. I think I picked it up for like, it was either like $5 or no more than $5. I think it was like $4 to $5 or something. But it's a really pretty card, you know. And I think, you know, it'll look good sitting up there with that, you know. And then, you know, it's Spider-Man Noir, though. That's what the topic's about here, people. Jeez, look at that. The Gwen Stacy affair. There's a cover. And see, Eric Larson, he's the writer. It's a Simone DeMeo cover. But Eric Larson, you know, the famous old Hulk writer and Spider-Man, and then Savage Dragon with Image. And he's got a variant cover of Spider-Man number 1 Noir that I want to pick up. It's a newer one. It's not too much. It's he's jumping out the window, like kind of like this. Kind of like that, and he's like holding some girl, and it's like a bunch of broken glass around this like circle. He's jumping out, and I think it's a variant cover, but it's pretty nice looking though. But I'm not too much into modern comics, but we'll be going over some of them too. They're great. New comic book day. There was a Miles Morales and a Spider-Man cover. They're just standing there in like their urban look with like these puffy jackets on and stuff. I mean, it looked pretty cool, you know. If I had a place near me to go to New Comic Book Day to pick them up, I probably definitely would, but might have to order them too as well. But we got some Black Suit Spider-Man, some old school Spider-Man, some Spider-Man cars, some Black Suit Spider-Man wallets. We got it all here, folks. You know, you gotta have that. That's just some cool Black Suit Spider-Man action. But thank you guys for checking in, watching. I really appreciate it. We're just starting out here. This is only my 4th video ever, so just hang with me. You know, it'll get better. It'll get better as it goes. And I don't want to talk your ear off or nothing, because, you know, we got comics to read and places to be and all of that. And tonight, actually, not Black Suit Spider-Man related, but I'm going to dive back into this. This is the Chris Claremont, Frank Miller book here. It's all it's actually all 4 of those in that book there, and which I've never had to take those out of the plastic, and I still haven't. So, you know, so I got that to read now in case, you know, so I don't have to do that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Keep digging. Keep it classy. Hug your mama.